now it's time for some memorable sports titles, Wes. Now, we didn't discuss this ahead of time. Do you want to start with football or baseball? Where do you want to go first?
You know what? It's baseball season right now.
Okay.
Football season is approaching very rapidly. I can't wait. I can't wait. So
Can't wait
let's
to
go
watch
with
Dallas lose.
always. So let's go. Let's start with baseball.
Okay, I'm down with that. If we're starting with baseball, I just want to throw this out in the beginning. We should start with probably which, yeah, this is the oldest game that's on our list. RBI baseball. We got to mention for NES, right? I mean, classic game. I think they made 500 of these in the NES. No, I'm just kidding. I think there was like 3 or 4 RBI baseballs on NES.
Yeah,
But they were all
and
pretty
then
good.
on the Genesis and Nintendo 64. Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, that was like probably the first baseball game. I know they made other ones, and then they made like Bases
Mhm.
Loaded. Um, they made one with like robots, which was kind of interesting. Um, there's a lot of baseball games on NES, but I think RBI baseball was the one that like most people probably played and remember.
Yeah, I do remember it. Um, I remember it more on the 16-bit era, like on the Genesis Super Nintendo.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't. I played some other games then. I don't remember playing RBI baseball then. Played like Tommy Lasorda baseball, which was surprisingly good. I think I played that on SNES.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And then, but like during the 16-bit era, we had the rise of sports talks, like Sega Sports Talk lines. We had Sports Talk Baseball.
Oh man, Sports Talk baseball was awesome, Wes.
It definitely was. Just to hear announcing in the game,
But it played fantastic, man.
it
I
did.
played the crap out of Sports Talk baseball, like an insane amount. Probably one of my most played Genesis games, like right after like the
Yeah,
Sonic games. This is probably like right after them.
I'm right there with you. It was good. It was really good.
Yeah, man. They the announcers and stuff were great, but I don't know, man. I have such fond memories of that. Playing like the Phillies from that era. Um, for some reason, I also like the Braves then. I was like playing the Braves and the Phillies a lot. Don't know why. Phillies were like my hometown team, of course, which you don't care anything about.
No, no, I'm not a hometown team
Yeah.
lover.
Well, you're from somewhere else too, which is
I am, and
valid.
I moved down here, and everybody's either Eagles or Phillies or Sixers fans, and I'm like, don't care for any of them.
So, who was your team? When you're playing sports talk baseball, who were you picking?
I was
The
picking the Mets.
Yankees? The Mets?
No,
All right, I'll put some respect on the Mets.
I was picking the
Better than
Mets.
the Yankees. I freaking hate the Yankees.
Everybody loves the Yankees.
No.
Everybody loves the Yankees. My son loves the Yankees. But I grew up a Mets fan. I grew up a Mets fan. I grew up going to Mets games. So anytime I would play a baseball game, I would automatically go to the Mets.
Look, they have a long history of sucking. I'll give you that. You guys have endured a lot. There was a couple years where you guys should have went to the World Series and you didn't.
Mhm.
So the Mets are like the Jets. If you're a Mets or a Jets fan, I'm like, oh, you poor sob.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, that was one of the sports talk baseball. And then, we also had, going a different generation, we had, Midway put out their NFL Blitz series, but they also did a baseball game called Slugfest,
Yep.
which was baseball blitz style.
Yeah, like over the top, very
Hmm.
arcade style baseball game. The pitcher would throw like baseballs on fire and stuff like
Hmm.
that.
We call it Slugfest for a reason. MLB Slugfest 2003 rated everyone who said baseball isn't a contact sport.
You would hit like these insane home runs. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it had that NBA Jam vibe.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
It really did, but it was baseball.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
they made a lot
fun.
of those.
It was
I don't know why those series. I know those series probably didn't sell like really well, But in today's day and age, like with like digital downloads and like people can just make smaller games, like why not give a team, a license like that, like the MLB license, just like here, you know what, make a new Slugfest. Don't spend a lot of money on making it. And I bet you it would sell reasonably well, like an arcade style baseball game.
I think it would do well too. I
Yeah.
really do. In a world of simulators, I think
Yes.
just an arcade game would be great.
Yeah, and I know there's a few of them out there, but I mean, there's nothing really like Slugfest Blitz hits like those. Bring that
Hmm.
back. Whoever owns those IPs anymore, bring them back.
Midway. Well, Midway's still around.
Are they?
Oh, are they?
I don't think so. I think Midway went under, man, because Midway was they own Mortal Kombat, and Mortal Kombat's with WB now.
Yeah, that was Midway, and Midway put out some great stuff back in the day, though. But yeah, their sports lines, the over the top arcadey. They gave us NBA Jam, they gave us Hang Time and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Blitz and Slugfest and Hits, and it's good stuff.
I mean, my favorite baseball game from back then, it was either Sports Talk or it was Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball. Now there's different versions. There's the SNES version. There's the N64 version.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Nintendo owned the Seattle Mariners, or at least owned the majority of them. Back in that period of time, which is why Ken Griffey Jr. was on the cover, I'm sure. The N64 version was a blast, man. Again, this was a very highly played N64 game. This was probably like the last time I was really playing like baseball in any like serious manner. I'm on video games, and played the hell out of that game, Wes. Like, loved the N64 version of Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball.
I never played it. I know it got a lot of love and people raved about it. I never got around to playing it.
It was a sim, right? But I mean, it still has
Mm-hmm.
that arcade feel. It still had the arcade feel at the end of the day. It didn't feel. It's not super over the top, right? It's nothing like that, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, it felt like a little something more than just a standard baseball simulator. Um, I don't know. I really, really love that game for some reason.
Hmm.
I never played the SNES version. I heard the SNES version's very good too, but I just never got around to playing it. I probably should have picked that up at the convention. I bet you would have been rather cheap. Uh, King
Yeah.
Griffey Jr. on SNES.
Yeah, I'm sorry I actually missed out on those back in the day because, like I said, everybody like loved them, and I
Dude,
just
they're
heard nothing
they're
but good
cheap.
things about it.
If you get a copy in your store, Wes, I guarantee it's like $15.
Okay.
Complete in box is probably like 20. Like it's a sports title, Like you're not going to pay an arm and a leg for it, but it is a fantastic sports title that everybody deserves to play.